The next iPad mini might be getting its biggest upgrade in years, a Pro-level chip, a jump to OLED, and a redesign of the speaker system that could remove speaker grills entirely. If even half of these rumors land, this isn't a minor refresh. It's Apple repositioning the mini from small iPad to serious powerhouse you can hold in one hand. Alright, here are the most credible updates on the iPad mini expected in the second half of 2026, what they mean in real-world use, and whether you should buy now or wait. And yes, for once, this rumor cycle isn't just slightly faster, slightly better. The upgrade list is actually meaningful. First, performance, because the chip rumor is a big deal. According to leaked code references, the next iPad mini could be getting the A19 Pro. That's a huge step up for the mini line. The A19 Pro is expected to be built on a third-generation 3nm process, which is basically Apple's favorite combo: more performance and better efficiency, without turning your battery into a casualty. You're also looking at a 16-core neural engine, improved GPU architecture, and a noticeable jump in AI performance. And that matters because Apple's clearly building future iPads around on-device intelligence. Whether you're personally impressed by Apple Intelligence today or not, the point is headroom. A stronger neural engine and more RAM means this iPad mini is being built for the next few years of software, not just what's shipping right now. Now, if the mini gets A19 Pro, it may not be the exact same A19 Pro that goes into the iPhone 17 Pro. Apple loves doing slightly cut-down versions in certain products, so maybe you lose a GPU core or something like that. But in real life, you're not going to feel that unless you're doing absurd workloads like heavy 3D rendering on an 8-inch tablet. The bigger headline for most people is this: apps should launch faster, games should run smoother, and multitasking should feel less like you're negotiating with the device. And the rumors also point to 12 gigs of RAM, which would be a huge quality of life upgrade for keeping apps alive in the background and handling more demanding tasks. But there's a twist. There's also a small chance Apple tests an A20 Pro configuration. Some internal software references hint that Apple's testing a mini with the A20 Pro, the chip we'd expect in the iPhone 18 Pro generation. If that happens, it changes the timing. Apple generally doesn't ship a device with the newest iPhone Pro chip before that iPhone launches. So if A20 Pro is real, you're likely looking at a September launch alongside the iPhone 18 lineup. That said, Apple tests a ton of combinations. The safest bet is still A19 Pro. Either way, performance is not going to be the limiting factor on the next iPad mini. Now the part most people actually care about day to day, the display. The iPad mini is rumored to finally move from LCD to OLED. That's the upgrade that you feel instantly. OLED gets you deeper blacks, better contrast, faster response times, and a more premium look overall. On a small tablet you hold close to your face, OLED matters even more. Reading, YouTube, movies, photo editing, even just scrolling through apps, it all looks cleaner and richer. And there's another rumor that pairs perfectly with this. The display may grow slightly, from 8.3 inches to around 8.7, thanks to slimmer bezels. That's the ideal upgrade. More screen without making the device feel bigger in your hand. The question is refresh rate. The mini has been stuck at 60 Hz, and in 2026 that's going to feel rough, especially when high refresh is becoming normal across the lineup. If Apple gives the mini OLED but keeps it at 60 Hz, people are going to complain, and honestly, they'll have a point. Do we get promotion? I think there's a decent chance. Maybe not the absolute best panel tech from the iPad Pro, like dual-stack OLED, but even a more cost-effective OLED with 120 Hz would be a massive win for how fluid this thing feels. Alright, next rumor sounds weird, but it's one of the most interesting: the speakers. Apple is reportedly working on a new speaker system that removes traditional speaker holes. No grills. Instead, parts of the chassis vibrate to produce sound. Basically, the iPad becomes the speaker. It sounds strange, but the logic is solid. Fewer openings means better resistance to water and dust, and that connects to another rumor that the next iPad mini could get improved water resistance, potentially even an official rating for the first time. Now yes, iPhones have speaker grills and still hit IP ratings, so it's not like grills make water resistance impossible. But Apple may be pushing toward a cleaner, more sealed design language across future products. If they can make this work well, the mini could be where Apple tests it before scaling the idea to other devices. There are challenges though. Bass is harder. And if you're holding the device, you could potentially dampen the sound depending on the design. But if anyone can make something like this feel normal, it's Apple. Design-wise, don't expect a dramatic overhaul. The Mini already looks modern. Flat edges, Touch ID in the power button, compact body. The rumors point more toward refinement, slimmer bezels, possibly thinner overall, and small changes that make it feel more premium without reinventing the whole device. Now timing and price. Most sources point to the second half of 2026, likely September or October. If it's A20 Pro, September becomes more likely. If it's A19 Pro, October feels more realistic. Pricing is expected to go up. The current iPad mini starts at $499, and with OLED plus new hardware, a $100 increase is absolutely on the table. OLED isn't cheap, and Apple rarely eats cost increases. The way Apple could soften that is by bumping base storage to 256 gigs, and honestly, that would make the price increase easier to swallow. Starting at 128 gigs in 2026 feels tight, especially for a device positioned for gaming, creative apps, and on-device AI features. So the big question, should you buy the current iPad mini or wait? If you can wait, you should wait. This is shaping up to be a rare mini upgrade cycle where the experience changes, not just the spec sheet. OLED alone is worth holding out for if you care about display quality even a little. And if you don't care about OLED or extra performance, waiting still helps you, because the current model will almost definitely drop in price once the new one launches. If you want, tell me this, would you pay an extra $100 for an iPad mini with OLED and a Pro-level chip, or is your limit still $499 no matter what? And if this video helped, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because as soon as we get clearer leaks on refresh rate and release timing, I will cover it. Bottom line, the next iPad mini could be the first one in a long time that feels like Apple's treating it as a priority, not an afterthought. OLED serious performance, potential durability upgrades, and some genuinely ambitious hardware changes. If Apple lands this, the Mini becomes the best take-everywhere device in the lineup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.